Hello and welcome to the Cisco training video on the Support Case Manager. This tool can be used to create new service requests to get assistance from a Cisco engineer. It can also be used to check for updates on any existing cases you have open. You can reach this tool by logging into cisco.com and clicking Support at the top of the page. Then click Browse All Tools to see the whole list. Select Support Case Manager. The first page shows all the cases that you have opened. This will be blank if you have not yet opened any. To open a new service request, click the New Case button. In the Support Case Type drop-down menu, you have three options. Diagnose and Fix My Problem should be used when you have an issue that needs resolving and may also require troubleshooting beyond what has already been done. Replace My Product should be used when you have faulty Cisco hardware that needs a replacement sent with no troubleshooting or fault diagnosis required. If you are unsure whether your problem is caused by faulty hardware or not, then please select the Diagnose and Fix My Problem option so that the Cisco engineer can verify this for you. As the bullet points explain, the Answer My Question option should be used when you don't necessarily have a problem, but have a question or require best practice advice. The second drop-down menu allows you to specify the severity of your case. This online method should only be used for Severity 3 or Severity 4 cases. Severity 3 should be used when the network is impaired, but the impact to your business is relatively low. Severity 4 is the lowest you can have and is for situations where there is no business impact at all. Severity 2 cases would be used when there is a loss of resiliency or when the network is severely degraded, resulting in an impact to your business. Severity 1 cases would be used when the network is down and there is a critical impact to the business. For these higher severity issues, the cases should be raised by phoning Cisco directly. If you selected Answer My Question in the Support Case Type drop-down menu, the severity will automatically change to Severity 4. You can manually move this back to Severity 3 if it's a question that you will require answering quicker. The Extended Loss of Service drop-down should be set if users experience a loss of service for more than 15 seconds at one time. Generally, this would be set to No for Severity 3 and 4 cases, and Yes for Severity 1 or 2 cases. The Contact Me drop-down menu is used to specify when you would like the Cisco engineer to contact you. For example, if you have a low priority issue that you are logging towards the end of the day and you would prefer this was picked up the following morning, you can specify the date here. The contact information will be automatically populated from your cisco.com profile. There are links provided where you can change this info, either for this one-off case, or you can edit your cisco.com profile, which will apply to all future cases you raise. Click Next to continue. If you are a premium service customer, you will have a Cisco contract number that should already be assigned to your cisco.com profile. This will be available for you to select from the Service Contracts drop-down menu. The service level option will automatically be available in its menu depending on the contract number you selected. You can then enter the product model of the affected device. The physical location fields on the right are optional and can be left blank. Clicking Search will show all of the devices covered under the contract that match the product you entered. Select the one you want and click Next to continue. In the pop-up box, enter the serial number of the affected device. Alternatively, if you do not have a Cisco contract number, or if it is not associated to your cisco.com profile, you can enter the serial number of the affected device without entering the contract number. Use this option only if you are certain that the device is associated to the correct contract, otherwise this may lead to entitlement delays. On the next page, enter a title for the case that clearly explains the issue. A good example would be, a Nexus 3000 switch has rebooted unexpectedly. In the case description section, enter a detailed description of the problem, including as much information as possible to help the engineer make a speedy diagnosis. Also include any related log messages you are seeing on the device and any helpful outputs that you have gathered. In the product section pop-up, select the device model that is experiencing the problem. You can use the search bar to find your product more easily. In the Problem Area section, select the most appropriate option for your specific situation. In the Troubleshooting section, select the date and time when you first noticed the problem happening. In the box below, describe clearly any troubleshooting steps that you have already carried out when researching the problem. If this included running some show commands, then please also provide the output. Also, enter any recent environmental changes that have taken place to the device. Examples include the data center temperature being adjusted, any hardware parts being replaced, any power cuts, etc. In the last section, enter the host name of the affected device and the software version it is running. All Cisco cases get assigned a service request number, which is used in all correspondence between yourself and Cisco. However, if you also have a separate number that you are using to track the issue internally in your business, then you can enter this here, along with the date your internal ticket was opened. This will allow the Cisco engineer to quote this number as well during their correspondence. This may help if any of your colleagues also get involved in the case. On the final page, you will be presented with a summary of the information you have entered. If you are happy with everything, click Submit to create the service request. Your case should then appear in the list of open cases. I will now demonstrate how to check a service request for updates. You may have a situation whereby you want to check the status of a case that was opened by one of your colleagues. These cases will not be shown in this list, but you can still check them by entering the service request number into the Find field. The first tab shows a summary of the information used to open the case. The Notes tab shows all of the different correspondence that have taken place between Cisco and yourselves. You can use the arrow on the right to expand the note and see the contents. The Attachments tab shows any files that have been uploaded to the case. This would typically include text files with command outputs that have been gathered, or crash files that have been generated by the device. You can use the two buttons at the top of the page to either add a new note yourself or upload a new file to the case. Alternatively, the same can be achieved by sending an email to attach@cisco.com with the SR number in the subject line. You can add the note details in the message body and attach any files to the email as well. Thank you for watching this training video.